It's your boy King Buzz back with those exclusives. Welcome to the channel where we make no excuses. Shout out all artists, engineers, and producers, and I'm back with another video. Y'all know what's going on. Alright, in today's video, I want to help y'all out. A lot of people been hitting me up saying how they don't have all the plugins I have inside of Mixcraft. Now, 90% of my plugins were included in Mixcraft when I purchased it. I have the Pro Studio version, and then there's a regular recording studio version. Now, if you have the recording studio version, then you will be missing a lot of the plugins I have because I don't have the same version as you. But I want to show you and explain to you the differences between the two. Alright? So, alright, so we come over here to acoustica.com. Come to Mixcraft. Now here you'll see what's included in the recording studio version and then the Pro Studio version, right? So complete recording studio. This is all the basics, right? This is all the basics. Like this is exactly what you need to record. So of course this is going to be included in both, because you won't even be able to make a song without the recording studio aspect of Mixcraft. You know what I mean? So obviously you have the massive loop library. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but you have a library with sounds, and you could use those sounds to make a beat if you wanted to. That's actually partially how I started producing. You have the live performance panel. It's included in both. I've used that in a previous video. You have MIDI scoring and editing. That's in both. Instruments and effects. Now this is what we need to talk about. So most of the effects are included in both, right? But right here it says Mixcraft Pro Studio is packed with over $1,300 worth of additional plugins, including Voltage, Modular Ignite, Melodon, Isotope Mastering Essentials, the Grand Piano, incredible effects and instruments from Tone Boosters, G-Sonic, Applied Acoustics, Memory Moon, Cherry Audio, and so much more. Right here, this right here tells you Mixcraft Pro Studio has way more plugins than the regular recording studio. So if you have the regular version, that's exactly why you look at my videos and you say, man, why don't I have all of that? This may be the reason. But if you have the Pro Studio version and you still don't have all of this, then you may have downloaded the software and not, you may have messed up when you were downloading it somehow, right? So Melodon is integrated inside the Pro Studio version. So a lot of people ask me, how does Melodon just work with my Mixcraft so seamlessly? It's because Pro Studio was created with it and they work hand in hand. So if you bought it like as a third party plugin, right? Like outside, like you just bought Melodon separately, it may not work the same way mine does. That doesn't mean you can't use it the same way, but it isn't as convenient, alright? Advanced routing and control, you know, obviously that's going to be in both. Video editing, I don't know if you guys know, but you can edit videos inside of Mixcraft. I have personally never done it, but one day I may try it out. Mixing and mastering, of course, that's going to be in both. Modular synthesis, it's in Pro Studio. You know that. The Grand Piano, it's in Pro Studio. I just read off the list of all of these it's showing. And then here's the price difference, right? $75 for the regular version, $149 for the Pro Studio version. So it's really double the price, right? So think about it like this. They said Pro Studio version has over $1,300 worth of extra plugins, right? So an extra $75 will grants you access to over $1,300 worth of plugins. Just think about that. An extra $75 will grant you access to over $1,300 worth of plugins. Just think about that. That's a small investment, and you have nothing to lose really, and everything to gain. spend that extra $75 and gain over $1,300 worth of plugins. It's hey man, it's this to me. It's the smart choice. It's like, okay, I'll spend an extra 75. Boom, I'm gonna have all this extra plugins and all these other tools to help me achieve my end goal, which is creating high quality music, right? Boom. So I'm gonna go a step further and I'm gonna show you, right? Now this is where you find your plugins and stuff, right? So come into your PC. Windows C is the default location that it's usually going to be saved, in case y'all didn't know. Come into program files, Acoustica 9, FX, boom. There's some of the FX in here, but most of them are going to be VSTs. See, Pro Studio is 2 folders right here. These are 2 folders full of plugins that you don't have if you have the standard edition of Mixcraft, right? This is 2 folders full. Look at this. All these plugins and stuff that you don't have access to, right? There's some more in here, a couple more. Those are the tone boosters. Those were added in Mixcraft 9. Isotope Mastering Essentials started with Pro Studio 8, if I'm not mistaken. Alright? So boom, you see right there. Like there's 2 extra folders of plugins, right? Now, if you have Pro Studio and you still just don't have everything I have for some reason, come into Acoustica, sign in, go to your products, and try to re-download Mixcraft, right? So as you can see right here, I had Pro Studio 7, I got the MVP loop, which I don't have downloaded right now. I haven't used it in a long time. I have Pro Studio 9, I have Melodyne, I have the Voltage Modular, boom, right? Now that's just one account. I want to show y'all, ain't no cap in my rap. I've been using Mixcraft since 6, right? I ain't lying at all. You can believe me, right? I come into my second account, here you go, Mixcraft 6. Then I got Pro Studio 8. I got Melodyne again in here, right? Because Melodyne started with 8. It started in Pro Studio 8. Isotope Mastering Essentials came in at 7. Pro Studio 7 had Isotope Mastering Essentials. That's when it was introduced. And then in Mixcraft 8 Pro Studio, they introduced Melodyne. And in 9 Pro Studio, they brought tone boosters, the grand piano, and all that other stuff. So Pro Studio, once I had the regular 6, and when it was time for me to upgrade, when 7 came out, and I looked at the differences in the plugins that I would get if I upgraded to Pro Studio instead of going from regular 6 to regular 7. So once I upgraded, I noticed the difference, and that's when my vocals and my mixing and everything took a drastic change, because I had access to all these new plugins and stuff that I could use in my in a way that benefits me, right? So boom, this is what I'm telling y'all, man. Pro Studio is the way to go, bro. It's a win-win situation in my opinion, right? As you can see, I went from 6. On my other account, I had Pro Studio 7. Then I got Pro Studio 8 right here. And obviously, right now, I'm using Pro Studio 9, right? So, boom. So, yeah, you log into your account. And look, when you have a prior version of it, so like, you see I had Pro Studio 8. It says upgrade available, right? I can go here. And I could get Pro Studio 9 for $39 because I already had the other one. You see what I'm saying? So if you already got it, if you already got Mixcraft 7, it may be a little more because I'm going Pro Studio to Pro Studio, so it's a little different. But I'm pretty sure there's a discount if you already have Mixcraft at all. You get a discount. So boom. So check it out, man. If you don't have Pro Studio, make sure you get it. All right, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. And like I say, man, Make sure y'all go check out some of my music, man. The link's in the description. I dropped a project called Manifestation. It's fire. I dropped some singles. I just dropped a music video for Me. It's dope. It came out like last week. You know, I'll pop it up here like I always do. But I'm going to keep helping y'all. And in return, hopefully y'all help me. And like I said, man, we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep going strong. Y'all know what's going on. It's your boy King Buzz. And I'm out of here. Yeah.